Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing a Morphling game. And Morphling is over here. This is a live game. Hang on. Oh, did I not have... Yeah, I did have player perspective. Okay. No, well, I don't know. Must have clicked Zeus by accident. So anyway, we're going to go... Oh no, maybe he was just watching Zeus. Duh. Oh man, so bad. Wow, and this is going to be a very early first blood there for the Venomancer. That is incredibly fast. Just finding someone in the jungle. And yeah, a big mistake obviously by whoever died there. I didn't really pay attention who that was, because I kind of assumed it was the Shadow Shaman. Sorry, I kind of assumed that he would be able to get out of that. But yeah, the slow from Venomancer, plus, well, just the basic attacks were enough to take him out. And that is going to be a big advantage to this mid lane Venomancer, who already went back to shop a little bit. So anyhow, let me talk about Morphling for a moment. Morphling is exactly what he says he is. He is a morphing creature. He has two normal abilities, then three morphing abilities. Although this is considered one ability. As you can see, the Picto is virtually the same. So first of all, we have a dash. It is a dash. That's all it is. You become invulnerable. You dash a great distance, because it's really a big distance. You damage everyone in your path, so you can use it offensively as well as defensively. And you don't just, damage people in the end zone. No, you damage them all along the path. So it's very useful to use that as an escape. But as I said, you can also use it to engage in a fight, and that can be very useful as well. So the second one, Adaptive Strike. It is stun. The stun length depends on the, whether or not you're going agility or whether or not you're going strength. You can go strength. If you go strength, then the stun is higher. If you go agility, then the damage is higher. And most people go for agility on Morphling, because, it's just the better stat. And you can transform it, because he's Morphling, man. You can transform the stats into agility, or into strength. You can move strength into agility and agility into strength, and that is where the third skill comes in. As you can see, they look alike. That's because they are alike. You can morph from being an agility hero to being a strength hero, which gives you more HP regen, all the kind of good stuff when you're trying to stay alive. You can also, that's this one by the way, you can also use the agility gain to transform strength into agility, making you have more armor, but also have higher, oh come on, I know this, higher damage at least, because you are an agility hero. But agility also gives you, come on, attack speed? Yeah, attack speed. So, with the agility, you get both attack speed and damage, because you're an agility hero. So, normally people will go for agility and will switch to strength gain when they are in trouble. So when they're in the middle of a team fight, they will morph a lot of their... So if they go low, they will morph a lot of their points into strength, and then try to survive that way, and then later maybe come back with agility again. Then finally, replicate the ultimate ability. It is a very much what it says. It's a very morph-like ability. It replicates a hero, whether you yourself, an enemy, or an ally. It doesn't really matter. By the way, I think this is higher level than we normally see because of the number of denies. But yeah, we'll have to wait until we actually see some fights, because that first kill, yeah, that kind of showed a lot of of good stuff on one side, namely the Venomancer, but not a lot of well, skill on the other side, because yeah, you normally don't see people die like that. But hey, oh, 3 guys coming in, 3 guys going on this, and as you can see, he has no, yeah, he had no mana for his dash. He used his dash to do some damage earlier, and therefore did not have mana for it. But yeah, well, that's the way it goes sometimes. That's why you have to manage your skills very nicely, otherwise you're going to get killed like this. So Riki is still here, and they are going to grab a kill right there. And of course, this is where, yeah, this is where Morphling should really get out of there. I don't know if he's morphing any skill. You can see it from the points, but I wasn't really paying attention to that. But yeah, you can see whether or not he's... yeah, there I saw that he was morphing. Because the health actually went back without him taking damage. At least I think that's what it was. But you can see it from the maximum health. If the maximum health goes up, then he's morphing into strength, and if it goes down, then obviously he's morphing into agility. And for now we're just doing damage. Yeah, very nice gank, and successful gank at that. But 3 guys coming in here with 2 clones, so 5 champions here, and that is going to be very hard to deal with. Obviously not going to work. And here is the 3rd kill they're going to get. No dust available. I kind of assumed they would have had dust because there were so many. Yeah, we know there's hero build now. Get out of here. Anyway, there are a lot of things. I'll just click it. Maybe it's happy then. Yeah, we know. Just get out of here. There you go. Yeah, they implemented some new things in the client, so now you can, just like in Heroes of Newerth, take a build that you either did beforehand or that you made up yourself, or well, you did it beforehand, or you can take from someone else. So for example, yeah, here you can select from different people the build, that you can vote them up and blah blah blah. So if I were to select this one, then it will tell me what the abilities need to be, and we see that we have a similar leveling pattern as these guys. This guy is suggesting, and the items, as you can see, well, they're kind of pre-scripted as well, and you can not set them to auto buy yet. But yeah, well, I don't really care about that yet. I think they should add that, although it does dumb down the thing. But yeah. The DotA community is very proud, foolishly proud to be honest. They don't want a surrender system because it dumbs down the game for some reason. I don't know why. I just think that they're overreacting to something that isn't really that bad. They also don't want to have like auto buy and things like that. Even though for new players it is so useful to not have to worry about everything. It's hard enough for most people to just play the game. Anyway, yeah, we have to get out of there. Obviously, the shadow demon here, this one, is very strong. It's this guy. He is very strong at just taking down individual heroes, well, picking them off, selecting them for his team to go on, and yeah, they then have like 2 seconds to surround that hero and kill him, and that is of course yeah, very hard to deal with if you have a 2-second stun. Although you cannot get damage during the stun, well, banish, it's more of a banish. But if you cannot get damaged for 2 seconds, yeah, that's okay. But then if multiple people surround you, obviously that's going to be hard to deal with. So as you can see, the dash is level 3 now, the morph is level 2, the next level is obviously going to be the ultimate. And the ultimate, yeah, I wasn't done with that yet. I just realized you replicate an enemy, so you get a morph of an enemy, and that one does half the damage of the original champion's damage. So if you pick yourself, you would do currently 83 damage, your clone would do 42 damage. And the most beautiful thing about it is that you can switch positions with that replica, so with your morph, and that means that if you send one of them to the left and you go to the right, so either you send your clone to the left and you go to the right, or the other way around, and yeah, if the enemies follow you, then you're going to switch positions with your clone. If the enemies follow your clone, then obviously you're not going to switch positions. It is a beautiful way to escape, and it makes that being a hard carry is actually possible, because you have two very good escape tools. Obviously you need the mana for it, and well, 2 times already he didn't have the mana for it. Problem is, of course, you only have like 300 mana, a very low mana regen. Yeah, the problem becomes then, what are you going to do? Are you going to use it offensively and, well, just hope you get the kill and hope to not get killed? Or are you going to use it defensively only and lose kills because you aren't aggressive enough? Yeah, well, that's all a good question. And that is, of course, dependent on your playstyle. And if you're a very aggressive player, then you might want to try to go for, well, aggressive plays and just hope that works. But if you're a defensive player like me, then you will normally use the dash defensively only, and then you will lose a lot of kills. So yeah, I do lose a lot of kills, but that's because I don't really understand when I, well, yet at least, when I can get a kill and when I shouldn't go for a kill. And that, of course, sucks balls. But yeah, sometimes you have to sacrifice a kill to stay alive for the entire game. So I do have a number of games where I'm really not getting the kills that I should get, but I'm at least staying alive, so I'm not feeding kills. And I think that for a beginning player, that is way better than just feeding the kills and hoping to get kills because you're being aggressive. Obviously, once you get to know a champion or hero in this case, then you should be able to be more aggressive, and you should be able to just do better on those kind of situations. So anyhow, we're just farming up. As I said, we are a carry, so that means that we have to farm up. We have to farm up quite a lot, in fact, because, well, Morphling is, well, very dependent on his items, just like any other carry. So currently we have the power thread set to strength, because he can then switch that strength either to agility or keep it as strength and get some more health going. And we have the Ring of Aquila, which gives you mana regen as well as armor. And the mana regen, yeah, we saw in the early part of the game, is really important, because the mana regen makes sure that you can actually use your dash when you need it. Obviously, the first dash costs 140, well no, the level 1 dash I should say. And the level 4 dash that he has now costs 165, which means that you have to spend 25 more mana on it. And oh, in a little bit of trouble there. Did he get out? No, he's still there. Huh. Queen of Pain did not find him there, which is pretty nice. I think he did get out now. Yeah, he did. Anyway, we have an assault on our bottom tower. The bottom tower goes down, and yeah, we have this this one guy getting out. It is once again the Shadow Demon, but the Shadow Demon is picked up by Zeus there. Double kill for Zeus. And unfortunately, yeah, there's also a double kill for the Shadow... what are you? I forgot what your name is. Oh, this is Spectre. Sorry. For Spectre... oh, complete fail. But anyhow, yeah, no dash coming out this time. I don't know if he had... Yeah, he had the mana for it. He had the mana for it. It's just that, yeah, he didn't use it. So anyhow, we are going to go top lane. We got killed and it is 12 to 21, so we're not doing too hot. It seems that every time I pick a game, the people lose. Every time I pick a live game, the team I'm trying to show off is the one that's losing. It's like the 4th time in a row. What are the chances? No, actually I'm doing champions that are hard to play, so maybe that has something to do with it. I'll do an easier champion soon. I don't know. I'm trying to kind of show you the champions. Sorry, the heroes that I know how they work and how they play, and yeah, that's why I am not doing certain heroes. But I did already show you Venomancer. He's at least going to win, and Venomancer is so good. I really recommend him for new players. He is so incredibly good. And look, that's the switch. You saw the switch. Well, you didn't see it happen, but it did work out pretty nicely. Venomancer just owning the Morphling, and yeah, they he replicated the Venomancer. The Venomancer ran, or well, the Venomancer ran after him, but his clone ran into the jungle. And he switched positions right at the last moment, right before he got killed, but couldn't get out with the amount of HP he had left. So anyhow, Spectre doing a great job in top lane, just hanging out there, and I think he's pretty high up in the kills. We in fact have, well, we have Ricky at 9 and 3, then we have Spectre at 8 and 0. And then Venomancer at 7 and 3. Venomancer being a real support champion is kind of surprising there. We currently are 1-4 and 4, so not doing too hot, but well, at least you get to see the plays, right? I mean, by the time that we get so far into the game that people actually recommend games to me where someone is doing really well, that's when we will see the good plays. But yeah, it's just too hard for me to find good games on my own, because I don't know the good players yet, so I don't know who to pick to follow, because there are so many players in this game and I don't really know any of the famous players. I'm pretty sure some of you will know the players way better than I do, and so if you know something about this game, please let me know, and I will try to follow them. So if you have some recommended players, and just send me a message on YouTube, and or leave it in the comments. I don't really mind, but just keep in mind that the things in the comments, yeah, I don't always read them. So we have another tower going down. Let me switch this off. Let me show you this. You can see that we're pretty far behind here, and gold wise, yeah, we're 10k gold behind, and considering that we only have 20k gold, that means we're 50% behind. That is a huge amount. And item-wise, we should be able to see that. Yeah, we already have the Yule Scepter here, which is not a huge item, but it is, yeah, it is a very useful item. It's the one that uses the tornado. We saw that earlier. It allows you to lift up a champion for like 2 seconds. I don't know exactly, 2.5 seconds even. That unit becomes invulnerable. It kind of works the same as the Shadow Demon's banish, so it is kind of a banish. For 2.5 seconds, and then after 2.5 seconds they will come down. It doesn't do any damage, but yeah, you can see how 2.5 seconds of snare would be good even if you don't do damage with it. And here we go, we're going to teleport back. And yeah, at this point they do give up, I'm assuming. That was a 4 for 1 trade, and the one is even the support, so it doesn't even matter. So the problem here is, of course, because there is no surrender system, there's really nothing they can do. Yeah, by the way, normally I would follow the team fight. I'm just trying to follow this guy around to see what he does, and obviously they're giving up. I mean, there's nothing else to show you. And who did they blame? AR? I don't know. So anyhow, we're going to see how this ends, because obviously they've given up, and this is exactly why there needs to be a surrender system. This game is going to go on for like 5 more minutes, even though it was over at 15 minutes. So if they would have been able to surrender 20 minutes, it would be done right now. And now, because the enemies don't feel confident to push or don't want to push, whatever, they are going to retreat, and yeah, because they're going to retreat and going to do some jungle and whatever, this game is going to go on for much longer than it needs to, because as you can see, everyone's here. 2 guys here, 3rd guy here. So 3 out of the 5 guys are here, and yeah, Zeus is the only one defending. But yeah, the enemies don't trust that. They want to consolidate their win. They want to make sure that they cannot lose anymore. And yeah, that means 5 more minutes of farming. And unfortunately, that is the way this game is played now. And if they could just surrender, they would surrender, I'm sure. I mean, there are 4 guys giving up at this point. So there's no way they wouldn't surrender. But yeah, well, that's the way it is. It's something we'll have to get used to, I guess. But it is pretty lame. And yeah, every now and then they will grab a kill, although they didn't even grab this kill, which is kind of surprising. Because I really thought they would grab that kill, but no, not too much. And yeah, of course, yeah, they're going to grab a kill, and Shadow Shaman actually disconnecting there. Shadow Shaman is on the winning team, just so we're clear on that. Oh no, hang on, sorry. Shadow Demon is on the winning team. Shadow Shaman just gave up. Yeah, and this is the way it normally goes. So this is the way it the game is played currently. You just have to disconnect if you want to give up. But then you do get punished for disconnecting, which is kind of strange. I mean, now you can't see the difference between a rage quit, because between some 8-year-old that just rage quits after he dies the first time, and someone who really disconnects because he gave up or his team gave up. But yeah, we're going to push in, and yeah, as I said, it's already over for like 8 minutes now. And we currently are just chopping down trees with Morphling. Morphling, there's nothing he can do anymore. He pretty much gave up, well, when he should. And if I find another Morphling game, or if I feel like doing another Morphling game, I will. But there are so many heroes to choose from that I'm probably going to not do a Morphling game unless someone recommends one to me and says, well, this one is just an excellent example of how Morphling is supposed to be played, and then I will. But up until that point, guess you'll have to do with this one. At least you got to see what he does a little bit, and yeah, this game was over pretty quickly, well before any, well, real skills were used. I don't think he used his ultimate more than once. So yeah, the bottom barracks are going down, and well, both of them should go down, and the top ones, no, the top ones are still okay. There's still a tower there, and the minions are fighting all the way over here. So yeah, there's nothing going on there, but so yeah, Riki is going to grab a kill here, I'm assuming. Yeah, yes. And there's Morphling doing his thing, but getting killed instantly. There's no way. Yeah, he's not strong enough HP wise to stand up against this damage. Yeah, they do grab a couple of kills, which delays this game even more, but it's not like the end score is representative of the moment they gave up. Because so many kills were made after they gave up that it really doesn't matter. So Huskar is going to take out the first tower, and who's going to take out the second tower? Dudes, just stop it already. Just, if you give up, just give up. Just stop doing things. But no, it seems that that people do want to give up, but if they can get a free kill, then they will still take it. Even though it doesn't matter at all. And yeah, we're going to just kill the second tower now. Oh yeah, 2 free kills here for the green team, but yeah, the problem is just that it doesn't matter. They're not going to do anything, and in fact, this might actually they might actually still finish the job right here. Wards versus wards. Serpent wards versus venom wards. Wow, and that picture is pretty terrible. But yeah, here the green team all of a sudden becomes more aggressive again, but they're so far behind in everything that I don't think it actually matters. Because here they're not even really coming back. They have a little bit of an advantage in XP. They have a little bit of an advantage in gold, but they're not really coming back. They may come back to like 20k behind. Something like that. But yeah, is that really a comeback? We're only 20k behind. It's still 23k, by the way. Yeah, they haven't been able to farm for quite a long time, and that may those few kills, even if the kills even up, it's not going to make up for anything, because if you can't farm, then yeah, there's nothing they can do about that. So the Ancient is finally under attack. But yeah, they're still drawing out the minions into their fountain. But we're finally attacking the Ancients, and yeah, it's kind of time. Kind of time this just ends.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, 15 kills doesn't mean anything. You need to count the kills at the moment you surrender or you give up, because then yeah, that's a fair amount. That's the amount of kills you got while actually playing. Obviously, the kills after the enemy team is just trying to kill your Ancient, and you should have given up. Those kills don't really matter anymore. Plus, they're so far behind. So anyhow, yeah, I'm just sitting here hoping that we will actually finish this quickly, because I do want to have the full game on my channel. It's very annoying. We've been watching 8 minutes of a game that already has been surrendered, that is already well beyond over. And yeah, as I said, the game was already over at 15 minutes. So that means that half the game that we've watched now is just useless. And yeah, that's why we see in the high ELO games so many games of just 10 minutes. Because they understand, so the like super high ELO or level, they understand that when the game is over, they might as well leave and just play another game. Because sometimes it's just not, it's just not working out. Sometimes your team just loses in the first 10 minutes, and you might as well just get out of there. So Riki is going to get out, it seems. The other two guys should not be able to get out. Oh, they are going to get out. Yeah, green team is going to get a triple kill here. No, only a double, and then gives away a triple. Yeah. Oh.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
So yeah, the Ancient is under attack. They do fortify their building, which is kind of lame, but that's the way it is. And this is an awesome courier. There's so many couriers. It's a badger with balloons on it. How cool is that? That is just awesome.
Is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
So yeah, they finally are going to finish this up with a few minion waves. It seems that Ricky still wants to do this, but there's no way he can do this because the backdoor protection is on. Backdoor protection is there to prevent the towers from going down without minions. So it doesn't allow you to just run up to a tower and kill it, even though you can easily do that in the late game. But without minions, it will regenerate all of its HP to, or virtually all of its HP very quickly. And you can still kill it, but you need way more damage than you normally would with minions there. And finally, there we go, 31 minutes, even though the game was over at 15. And yeah, that's just the way it is. There you have the scores. I will show you all of the graphs if I get the time to do so. And there you go. And the builds. So yeah, as I said, the game really needs a surrender system. And I hope they will build that at some point and not be dicks about it like they are now. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!